Welcome to the bold analysis, the beautiful Friday of 12th April, and thank you for being a big supporter of the bold podcast. I want us to speak about the politics of political parties in Mount Kenya. And the question here is, why is it that an attempt to change the leadership and there's a bid to register a new party by some politicians from Mount Kenya have been blocked by the registrar of political parties? That is the talk at the time when UDA is planning to conduct their grassroots election. It's been something that has been in the corridors for quite some time, being reported about a move to register a new party was blocked. And why is there need for a new party? But before that, I want to remind you that today is the last day of our April project. We are finishing strong so that we can support these 50 women in Kano. Tomorrow, on Saturday, I will be in Kano, God willing. I'll be able to travel today so that we can paint some joy in the faces of the elderly women that you can see here. I'm reaching out to you that kindly let's support so that we'll be able to achieve this objective. Those who had already pledged, and so I'll be so glad if you still be part of it. And asanteni sana. Yeah, I believe that by the time we'll be closing at midnight, we will be able to have achieved the target. Now, straight to this. Do you know that UDA party is not a party, do not have a very strong ground in central Kenya? And what is shelling out UDA from people's mind is because of unmet pledges. The other second aspect coming up is the political party fights when the Nyeri governor Mutahi Kahiga emerged and said that the UDA party constitution has to be changed before any grassroots election is conducted, so that we only have one deputy party leader position to be reserved for the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, with the schemers angling for Rigathi to inherit William Samoei Arap Ruto. So that has been at the center of it. But as that was going on, close associates of William Ruto from Embu, politicians, mostly Embu is inclined towards Democratic Party, they've been pushed for Jubilee to join UDA, and that is why the Sabina Chege Axis was created. But the deputy president has been adamant. He has gone to Embu many times, but no single day has he ever asked Ruku, Mbere MPs, and even the senator who was elected on the Democratic Party to follow that party so that they can join UDA in full. While on the other end, they're asking Ford Kenya and ANC to ensure that they fold those parties and join UDA in full. That gospel is not on the other side. And according to the multiple reports coming, is that there was a mooted move to register a new party, and it will bring together, it will be registered as another French party. And majority of all those, I think there were around 6 new parties were coming from Mount Kenya. So why do you think there is a demand for political parties? Or why do you think there is a specific direction being taken for people to get their own political vehicles? So many things are emerging. Even as we speak, there is, if you look at the political terrain in Gema, it's changing. There is the entry of Peter Kenneth. They did a survey recently, And when they released that surveys I believe are normally doctored and sponsored by fellows to show that he is at par, or rather he is he's beyond Rigathi Gachagua in terms of popularity. There have been also multiple reports of Muhoho Kenyatta coming in for presidency, for joining the presidential race. All this can be seen. And the reason why a mooted move to register a political party is really being stopped borders both political betrayals on Rigathi Gachagua and the UDA team, and also other new realignments that could be coming. Kindly subscribe to our channel, kindly support our April project, and I am so happy. I want to say thank you for those who already, it's been a week long, and I think we are finally coming to an end, and we'll be so glad so that we achieve the target. Now, this is it. I am seeing 5 possibilities on table. The new political party vehicles that is coming could be an alternative route for those who feel that UDA is going to disgruntle them. Already they've been disgruntled in UDA. Remember, we are going for grassroots elections. Parties have seen ODM, UDA playing some catch-up, laying down the strategies to do grassroots elections. Grassroots elections are going to be hacked by elected leaders. There is a tendency of a governor becoming the county party chairperson, an MP the constituency party chairperson. Now, that makes the party be under capture by elected leaders, even though it's a strategy that helps to build the party vibrant because those elected leaders have the resources. So the executive might not struggle to market the party because individuals already want to use that party for their re-election, so they want to build it. But again, with that aspect playing out clearly, the reason why this is being taken is the fact that if the close shareholders will take over that party, people will really get alternatives. We really try to look for alternatives. Then the second objective, where there is a new demand for these political parties or another group that are looking for political party, is a clique of politicians that want to make a political re-entry but will want an alternative realignment. And as we speak, alternatives can be accepted. You see, you look at the likes of Gathonu Mushomba. You look at Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria had his own party. And if he was going to seek some re-elections MP without that with Chama cha Kazi, he would still just get re-elected, by the way. Maybe governor angeteseka, but MP angepata. Even Senator angetaka Senator Kiambu with that party will still got his way. So there is disgruntled members that are walking out. And I think what the state fears is that there are some people that are looking for alternative realignments. I don't want to be either Azimio or Kenya Kwanza. For example, the mooted talk about the return of Muhoho Kenyatta to vie for presidency. If Muhoho Kenyatta is to vie for presidency, he will not go through Jubilee. He has to mutate through some other political parties. And that is something that is going to create, to disorganize the political terrain in the region. The third understanding I am making is most of those parties that are also created, some are for lobbying for individual interest. For example, I'm told there is one party that is being registered to on coffee, and I don't know, is it supposed to bring together coffee and tea farmers? Who do you think would accept that? That is going to be, if they get into the political field, and their interest, like in Muranga, there was that party by Irungu Nyakia called the Farmers Party. It's for the interest of the farmers. Now, those are the kind of parties that that William Ruto and the team are looking and saying, we will not accept this. This is not one that will actually accept to take. So that's one of the angle why there is also another group that is looking at, if we don't want to realign, want to make our own space, it's going to create that realignment. And if you look at those who want to lean for coffee, they will say, if you don't fix our coffee, you're not going to vote for you. So that is another thing. Now, I think you can also not rub off a clique of politicians who see that 2027 elections will be hacked by politicians hacking Ruto's succession, just like what Ruto did in 2017. You know, I'm telling you, Kabogo and the team, these fellows that were knocked out, they're knocked out in 2017 nominations. And when Ruto went and took charge of the party at Jubilee, that's where Jubilee was destroyed, by the way. Things didn't, and that is the same thing that will happen now. Rigathi Gachagua will take the same template, and whoever he thinks is going to be lethal for him in Mount Kenya in the next general election, or even across the country, not just Mount Kenya. I'm telling you, if Mudavadi makes a mistake of folding that party and Ford Kenya join, then all those strong MPs, strong politicians, those regions, are going to have a trough. Under the same UDA, then they will be subjected to some dummy nomination, and they even lose that nomination. Then they're like, if you're not in UDA, you cannot make. You rather stand, Amalemba. You rather stand in that UDA, remain that ANC, so that you're sure you're going to get your ticket and battle for your space. But if you get into UDA, you will get into the murky succession politics. Very heavyweights, people that don't even expect, might lose elections in 2027, not because of any reason, but because there are threats. Or even those who are realigning. You can see those who are lining around Ndindi Nyoro. There is a lot that is at play. And that is why I think this move to register new political party in Mount Kenya is hitting a big hurdle. Thank you.